Right now, PlayStation is running a sale that they're calling Deal Mania, which ends on March 11th. And there are a bunch of amazing JRPGs, both new and old, on deep discount. And in this video, I've compiled what I think are the 15 best deals. So let's just get right into this. Now, the first one up is Metaphor ReFantazio, which is on sale for $34.99, which is a 50% discount. Now, I know a lot of people have been kind of waiting for Atlas to announce like a royal version of Metaphor, and they've said that those royal versions may have potentially hurt the sales of Metaphor, so I don't even know if they're going to do that. But as far as I've seen, this is one of the bigger discounts I've ever seen for this game. So if you've been holding off for Metaphor, it's like a fantasy kind of version of Persona with a calendar system, really cool combat system with different classes, a wild user interface. So if you've been holding off on this one, this might be a good time to pick this one up. Now, this next one is an oldie but a goodie. I'm sure most of the people watching this have probably bought this game already, but if you have not bought Final Fantasy X 10-2 HD Remaster, $9.99, I mean, that's worth every single penny. Final Fantasy X is one of the greatest JRPGs of all time. 10-2, not as much, but still a fun game if you want to give it a try. Like I said, most people watching this video probably have played this game already, but if you have not for whatever reason, I think this is one of the best JRPGs you can buy and that you can play. And for it being on sale on a 60% discount, I think that's a pretty good deal. Now, I'm kind of surprised that Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is on such a deep discount so quickly after it released. Right now it's on sale for $20.99, which is a 70% discount. And I also believe it's free if you have PlayStation Plus. So whatever your buying options are, you can go with it that way. But this is the highest rated Like a Dragon / Yakuza game, I think, ever. Now, I have not got around to playing this one because it's been so big and my backlog's been just ridiculous. But I've heard from people that have played it, this is one of the best ones. So many mini games, amazing stories, especially if you've been playing the Yakuza series, and it all culminates in this great, awesome story. So if you've been waiting for a deep discount, I mean, basically $20, that's a pretty incredible deal. And another game on sale for the exact same price of $20.99 is Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. So again, speaking of Metaphor earlier, this is sort of the royal version of base SMT. So now originally it only released on Nintendo Switch. It didn't run great, but now it's on everything and it runs great here on PlayStation 5, 60 frames per second, higher resolution. They've added an entire new character. They've added a totally different ending. They've added lots of quality of life additions to this game. This is far and away the best way to play Shin Megami Tensei 5 and is definitely the best Shin Megami Tensei game, not including the Persona series, of course. So if you've been kind of like holding off, wondering like, okay, where's a good place to jump in? Is this like a good game? This is definitely the one to jump in at. At a 65% discount, I think that's a pretty good price. Now, again, this next one is a lot like the Final Fantasy X HD collection, but there is a Persona collection that includes Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal, all bundled together for $26.99. That is a 70% discount. Again, Persona is a very popular franchise. This is a JRPG dedicated channel, so if you are watching this, you've probably played all those games before, but if you have not, that's a heck of a deal. I mean, for $27, you're easily going to get like close to 300 hours of content. All three are amazing. I prefer Persona 3 Reload over Portable, but I know people like that game. Persona 4 Golden is my favorite game of all time, and Royal is absolutely incredible, so you cannot go wrong with this collection. Now, this next one I think is what is going to interest a lot of people, and that's One Piece Odyssey. So this is a turn-based JRPG in the One Piece universe. They're kind of like doing time travel, but like redoing parts of the story from the anime and the manga. Now, it's on sale for only $14.79. That's a 63% discount. Very weird specific number, but I think this is the perfect price for this game. It's a really cool battle system where you kind of separate your team into like these different like mini batches in the middle of combat. Cool turn-based combat. It looks nice. It runs great. Especially if you're a One Piece fan, I think you're going to love this game. And at only basically $15, I think that's a really great price. Oh my gosh, this next game, Live Alive, the remake, on sale for $20, a 60% discount. Guys, if you haven't played this game, go play it already. It is one of the best HD 2D remakes that Square has done. It's such a unique game where you have these different stories. They're like in all these different timelines, all these different eras. They all have like their own unique gameplay quirks. Like one character is more about stealth, one is just pure story, one's pure combat, and then at the end they all come together. It's a really, really cool game. If you have not played Live Alive, 5, I think now is the perfect chance. $20 is a great price for that game. You'll get a lot of value out of it, and on PlayStation 5 it runs even better, so definitely grab this if you haven't. All right, next up we have Star Ocean: The Divine Force on sale for $23.99, which is a 60% discount. Now this is one of those games I think a lot of people didn't want to buy because it didn't look that great. It's not like a surefire thing that you're gonna love it and it's an amazing game, and I don't even think at launch it didn't really run that great, but I think at this price, basically $24, I think it's worth picking up. I had a lot of fun with it. Once you kind of get used to the game's kind of quirky combat system, I think it's really fun. I really loved exploring in this game where you could fly around and collect gems, and there's a lot of cool different pieces to the combat system. I mean, there's one character that only heals. There's a couple that have really wild combat abilities. So if you've been having your eye on this one, I think this might be a good price to pick it up for. Next up, another one of my favorite JRPGs from this generation, Scarlet Nexus, only $19.99. Now this is for the Ultimate Edition, and so it's 80% off of the Ultimate Edition. So that comes with like all the DLC, all the different costumes, add-on stuff. And even if it didn't, I think $20 is an amazing price for this game. I think Scarlet Nexus is so good. That combat is incredible, awesome world, and it runs really awesome on PlayStation 5. Unfortunately, I played it on PlayStation 4. That game deserves to be ran at 60 frames per second. So if for whatever reason you haven't picked this up yet, I mean, you get the Ultimate Edition now with all the extra goodies. I think you're gonna love that game. Now, while not technically a JRPG, I think this is a game that a lot of people enjoyed. It's one of my highest viewed reviews on the channel, and that's Sword and Fairy Together Forever. It's on sale for $13.99, but if you have PlayStation Plus, it's $9.99. But even at its base price, it's a 65% discount. And at launch, there were a lot of bugs, but by now they've polished it, they've ironed all that stuff out. It's a really, really cool action RPG. It's not super long, not super short. It's kind of in that right, perfect little zone of like 20-ish hours. I had a lot of fun with this game. I'm really waiting for the next one. But if you've had your eye on this one and you have PlayStation Plus, I mean, $10 is an absolute steal. I think you're gonna love this one. Next up, one of my favorite JRPGs of all time, and what I think is the best JRPG remake ever, Trials of Mana, only $19.99. That's a 60% discount. Now, it's unfortunate that there's not a PS5 version where it can run at a higher frame rate, because basically you're going to be playing the PS4 version on PlayStation 5 and it only runs at 30 frames per second, but still, I think the game is amazing. You can basically play it twice because you pick your characters at the beginning and you all kind of meet up throughout the story, and then once you beat it, you can pick 3 other characters at the beginning. It's a really unique JRPG, really colorful, fun, happy game. I think this is great. For $19.99, I think it's a steal. Now, this is a game that I included in a recent video, and that's Ni no Kuni 2, and it's on sale for $9.59. Bandai Namco likes to do those weird decimal points and those weird discounts. So this is an 84% discount. Now, I know not everybody loved Ni no Kuni 2. People loved the original, and then when they came to 2, the story wasn't as good. The combat was a little bit easy, but I think overall it's a really good game still. Like, the combat is fun. I love the visual style in this game. That kingdom building aspect is so addictive. It's really, really fun. I have a recent video talking about it if you want to know more about it. But I think at this price, even if you don't love it, I think that's worth gambling on. I mean, I think the game's like 30 to 40 hours. You could easily get way more out of it depending on how deep you want to go into that kingdom building aspect. So for only like $9-10, I think it's worth giving it a shot. If you buy nothing else on this sale, definitely get Sakura Wars. You know how much I love this game, how much I've talked about it on this channel, and for only $9, an 85% discount, plus all the costume DLC is like dirt cheap. It's like $1 each or something. Just get this game, get the costume DLC, have a great time, play through it multiple times, get all the different endings. I don't know how else I can get you guys to buy this game. I mean, right now, I believe it's either the 20th or the 30th anniversary of the series. I want to say 30 because that 20 seems too young, but it's the anniversary of the series going on right now. We might get a new game, maybe a remaster collection, so let's help support them, show them that we're excited for it. Definitely go grab this, pick it up, it's great. Now, a game that a lot of people loved at the time was I Am Setsuna, but as that studio kept making games, I feel like they got less interesting, but people really seem to have liked I Am Setsuna, and it's on sale for $11.99, which is a 70% discount. Now, personally, I have not played this game, but it has a gorgeous art style, really beautiful piano soundtrack, and really heartbreaking story. People seem to have absolutely fallen in love with this game. So if you've kind of had your eye on it, I think $12 is like a pretty good price, kind of like a no-brainer. Might be worth picking up. And the last game on this video, we have the hidden gem Zonky Zero Last Beginning for $8.99, an 85% discount. Now, this is another game that I haven't played, but I've heard a lot of my JRPG fellow creators talk about, and they seem to really like this game. It's kind of like a survival survival dungeon crawler game, but the really interesting mechanic is all the characters age super quickly and then get reincarnated, and there's like really wild mechanics, like you have to find a restroom to relieve yourself or you start taking damage. Really wild, but really cool game. If you're looking for something a little bit wacky and off the wall, I would give this one a shot, especially for $9. I feel like you really can't go wrong there. Now, I did previously mention Ni no Kuni 2 in a recent video, so if you want to learn about Ni no Kuni 2, as well as a bunch of other really addictive JRPGs that you're going to be playing for a really long time, check out this video next. I think you'll have a great time with it.